The livestock census is conducted across the country periodically since 1919. The 20th livestock census was launched during the month of October 2018. For the first time, livestock data were collected online for this census. The census was carried out in about 6.6 lakh villages and 89,000 urban wards across the country, covering more than 27 crores of households and non-households by 80,000 surveyors. Key outcomes of the census are as follows. The total livestock population is 535.78 million in the country, showing an increase of 4.6% over livestock census 2012. Total bovine population, cattle, buffalo, mithun and yak is 302.79 million in 2019, which shows an increase of 1% over the previous census. The female cattle cows population is 145.12 million, increased by 18% over the previous census 2012. The exotic crossbred and indigenous nondescript cattle population in the country is 50.42 million and 142.11 million respectively. The total buffaloes population in the country is 109.85 million. The indigenous nondescript female cattle population has increased by 10%. The population of the total exotic crossbred cattle has increased by 26.9%, and the total buffaloes in the country has increased by about 1% over the previous census. The total milch animals in milk and dry in cows and buffalo is 125.34 million, with an increase of 6% over the previous census. Mr. R G Chandramogan started his career with a seed money of Rs 13,000 from his father and set up a factory to make ice cream candies. Today, Mr. Chandramogan is worth $1.3 billion, making him India's 100th richest person and earning him a place on the Forbes India Rich list. His company Hatsun Agro products has made giant strides in the dairy industry and is today the country's largest private dairy companies by sales. Hatsun procures close to 33 lakh litres of milk every day from over 4 lakh farmers and sells milk, curd, ice creams and ghee through its brand Arun Ice Creams, Arokya Milk, Hatsun Curd, Hatsun Paneer and Tobacco. Hatsun, a play on hot sun, exports its products to over 38 countries around the world, particularly the US, the Middle East and South Asian markets. Within India, much of the company's focus remains on the South Indian market, where it controls nearly 17% of all the milk sold and over 40% of the ice cream market. As per Mr. Chandramogan, today the turnover we make in 30 minutes is equal to what we used to make in the first 10 years of our business. Lactel, France's #1 milk brand, which was founded in 1967, has launched its affordable UHT toned milk 1 litre packet at an MRP of Rs 70 and looks to provide consumers with the best of nutrition. Mr. Rahul Kumar, Managing Director, Lactel India, said, UHT milk with market size of 8 lakh litres a day in the country is currently sold at Rs 64 to 74 a litre. Lactel has priced the product at Rs 70 a litre. We would like to have a market share of 5%, 30 to 40,000 litres a day in the next 2 years in this segment. Lactel India comprises the 3 companies of Tirumala, Prabhat and Anik that it acquired during the last 6 years. The firm expected revenue of Rs 1700 crore from Tirumala, Rs 1400 crore from Prabhat Dairy and Rs 600 crore from Anik for financial year 2021. The company has set a target of generating Rs 4500 crore revenue by 21-22 in the Indian market. For this year, turnover is expected to be close to Rs 3500 crores. The Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership RCEP is essentially a China-led initiative for a regional trading bloc that will comprise 1/3 of the world's population and 29% of the world's GDP. Given the rising tensions at LOC, experts wonder about the fate of the RCEP had India joined it. While calling dairy a business for countries like New Zealand and Australia, dairy farming is a matter of livelihood for us here in India, were the words of Mr. R S Sodhi, Managing Director GCMMF. Mr. Sodhi, who had worked hard to expose the pernicious impact of signing RCEP before the policy makers in the past, said some of the countries were eager to enter Indian market to take care of their surplus. They do not realize that it was a question of livelihood for millions of Indian farmers. Chief Minister YS Jagan Mohan Reddy will launch first phase of distribution of dairy cattle to the beneficiaries of YSR, Cheyuta and Asra schemes on November 26. That day is birth anniversary of Dr. V. Kurian also. In the first phase, the virtual distribution of milch cattle will take place in 400 villages covering Prakasam, Chittoor and Kadapa districts. The officials said 4.68 lakh women have opted for cows and buffaloes and 2.49 lakh women opted for sheep and goats so far, and the unit cost is rupees 75,000 and the project cost is rupees 5,386 crores. Government has planned to distribute 2,11,780 cows, 2,57,211 buffaloes, 1,51,671 sheep and 97,480 goats across the state. Animal Husbandry Department officials will conduct physical verification of every animal being given to the beneficiary and register the list of beneficiaries under RBKs. The health card of cattle will carry veterinary details and output measures. The collection of milk under the prestigious AP Amul milk project will start in Chittoor district from November 20th. To begin with, the milk collection will be taken up in the select 50 villages, each in Madanpalli and Ramasamundram mandals in the districts, which will be increased soon to 100 villages each in the two mandals. The government, in an effort to boost up the dairy in the state, tied up with the Gujarat-based dairy major Amul to launch AP Amul milk project for the benefit of the farmers. The government decided to implement the project on pilot basis in 3 districts including Prakasam, Kadapa and Chittoor districts. It is pertinent to note that the district is producing about 38 lakh litres of milk daily, which turned a major source of livelihood for agricultural labourers, small and marginal farmers. As per the recent auctions held at Global Dairy Trade at GDT, Global Dairy Price Index has shown a growth of 1.8% over previous fortnight. Anhydrous milk fat remained the growth leader while lactose prices crashed significantly. The traded prices of various dairy products are as follows. Anhydrous milk fat $4,175 per metric ton with a growth of 4.1% or rupees 315 per kg. Butter $3,838 per metric ton or rupees 290 per kg with a growth of 0.4%. Cheddar cheese $3,641 per metric ton or rupees 275 per kg with a decline of 3.5%. Lactose $887 per metric ton or 65 rupees per kg with a decline of 18.8%. Skim milk powder $2,799 per metric ton or rupees 210 per kg with a growth of 2.5%. Whole milk powder $3,037 per metric ton or rupees 230 per kg with a growth of 1.8%. Upward movements in SMP and butter prices would also release pressure from the domestic markets. The local players would export the excessive stocks and thus chances of dairy commodity prices moving down further would be checked. Clearing of Indian stocks will also create a silver lining for the farmers to get better milk prices for them soon in most part of the country.
Thanks for watching Dairy News 7x7 channel with news update from last 7 days. To continue receiving update from this channel, I Kuldeep Sharma request you to subscribe this channel and share and like the video, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.